I think that's the big thing for me. It was being able to see my strengths and my weaknesses from day one and just improving in every film that I made. I was able to get better and better and better and better at it, like at an incredible pace. I mean, I'm just impressed how fast I was able to do it. Like, just get rid of all the bad stuff, like very, very early on, like just catching on. And again, you're not just learning from your own films, you're also learning from like the other filmmakers that are also with you on this journey. So in my experience, I didn't want to fall behind with them, because there were some of them were working, faster than me and sometimes even better than me. And like, I'm like, no, I don't want this to happen. So just getting that experience was amazing, just awesome. Yeah, it was great. There were some great, I mean, incredibly talented filmmakers that I met through this journey. It's been amazing. Actually, side note, I actually met up with Dan last week when I was in New York City. We met up in person. My name is AJ Bueno, and I've been a filmmaker for about 7 years now. I did not go to film school. I was on the verge of going to film school, but I decided not to because it was too expensive at the time. Still very expensive. The kind of challenges that I was facing before joining GTS were this idea of perfectionism and trying to do the perfect project without realizing that there isn't such a thing as the perfect project. It's about getting the project's done and moving on and improving every step of the way. Maybe another issue that I was having too was my inability to think that I needed crew and gear to get projects done. And I think GTS was a great help with that as well, just helping me understand that I can actually get this done by myself. What made me take the leap for the program was the fact that it was hands-on from the very beginning. Darius was very vocal about that, and that's something that I was looking for. And then also it was about creating projects that were easy to get made. It wasn't something that it was going to be out of my reach. That was something that I was very much interested in. And also, I mean, Darius's credibility and his YouTube channel, he has over 400,000 subscribers. Like, not many people are offering, help with that kind of I guess we call it fan base or following or whatever. So yeah, I was very interested in it, and I've been following his channel for quite some time. So, and I've learned quite a bit that really made me want to sign up for it. I had a lot of doubts before joining the program. Me and Darius went back and forth about him. One of the big ones was it is an investment. It does, cost money. Just me and him talking, I guess we were able to figure out that it was a worthwhile investment, in to filmmaking, what I'm pursuing. Another doubt that I also had was what would be the end outcome of all this? Like, what would I actually get from all this? It just seemed like a lot of just talk, and I was just not very convinced. But I again decided to pull the trigger, and I'm glad I did because I learned a lot. Another big doubt that I had before joining the program was there's so many other people offering different programs like on YouTube or Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I've just never been gravitated towards any of them because storytelling is not something that they talk about. And, seeing Darius's channel and seeing that he focuses on storytelling, which is what my passion lies on, is just storytelling entirely, then, it made me want to, definitely be interested in it and be a part of it. There were so many programs that I did. There's so many people trying to sell you stuff on the internet. I mean, I'm sure I mean, most of them are just like, I don't know, just the way they market themselves, I'm not interested in. Having a system definitely has helped me with learning how to get over my head, like learning how to just take action and having a list of things to do. It works better for me because I'm very much like writing what I need to do kind of person. Having specific things to shoot the way Darius was able to communicate to all of us just really helped us to kind of get rid of a lot of the unnecessary stuff that you see everywhere. And yeah, from day one, that approach of just shooting, I think is has helped tremendously. It has helped me be able to see where my strengths and my weaknesses lie in filmmaking, which is something that I don't think I could have ever seen. I mean, I guess I could have figured out at some point, but it has expedited that process tremendously within the 9 weeks that we were working. And from day one, I mean, I was able to, the assignment that we got, and then through the breakdowns, which were incredibly helpful, we were able to kind of decipher all that. And like I said, get rid of all the stuff that you don't need, and just include the most important parts, which is easier said than done. And we were able to kind of go through that in the class, the assignments. I think that's the big thing for me. It was being able to see my strengths and my weaknesses from day one, and just improving in every film that I made. I was able to get better and better and better and better at it, like at an incredible pace. I mean, I'm just impressed how fast I was able to do it. Like just get rid of all the bad stuff, like very, very early on, like just catching on. And again, you're not just learning from your own films, you're also learning from like the other filmmakers that are also with you on this journey. So I mean, what else can I say? Getting feedback from Darius and my fellow filmmakers on the GTS course was vital, I'll say, to me learning as a filmmaker. uh, yeah, I mean, we learn more through critiques. I feel like critiques are very important on your work, and that's how we improve. And I think that was a goal of mine in this whole experience. It was getting feedback, and learning, and just like soaking in, the feedback from Darius, who has been doing this for a while. And yeah, I think for me it was super important, and I feel like that's where I learned the most. Actually, it was sitting down on Thursday and just breaking down everything, just going through all of it, and he did it very thoroughly. I don't think there was anything that he missed, in my opinion. Like the way he breaks down your work, and he does it in a very respectful way as well. There's no hate or anything like that. It's straightforward. This work, this doesn't work, and that's it. Like it just flies by really fast. And yeah, I mean, very, very professionally done. The results for me stem from gaining a lot of confidence and being able to just get out of my head. That was the biggest one. I had this project that I shot before we started the class in January, and I just finished it a couple of weeks ago, and just being able to like seal that, okay, it's done and that's it, and it just moving on to the next thing. And the program was a big help in that, and just like getting over my head, and again, taking what works and what doesn't. Very straightforward. Again, for me, and I keep saying this because I think it's important, it was learning my strengths and my weaknesses as a filmmaker. Before I started the course, I had no idea. I mean, I had an idea, but I wasn't sure. And now seeing it like come to fruition, and seeing the work tell me what it is, I'm way more confident now. And I can now play to my strengths, and I can now know what my weaknesses are, which I think a lot of filmmakers and artists in general, I feel like they need to know. It's what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are. Another result was from this was, learning all the great people that I work with. I mean, aside from Darius, I mean, there were some great, I mean, incredibly talented filmmakers that I met through this journey. It's been amazing. I really have nothing else to say. Actually, side note, I actually met up with Dan last week when I was in New York City. We met up in person. It was good meeting him. But yeah, nice guy. Nice to meet him in person. It was cool. I'm gonna try to meet everyone as like as much as I can in person. Even if I don't live in that state, like who cares? Like it is what it is. Like, what I was hoping to get before I started the program was getting over my head, and just like taking action and actually doing the thing. I was able to accomplish that. I think I might have gone a little above and beyond, but I'm glad I did. There were projects where I was sweating, and like I really want to, because it kind of turned into a bit of a competition, which I'm glad it kind of did. Like I was kind of competing with these other guys. I needed to like up next the next guy, so competitiveness that's in me kind of was brought back. I mean, I think I definitely was able to acquire the end goal. It was the big thing. It was just to do, you finish, you start one project, you finish it, and then you just turn the page. And I was able to do that, especially because the way the program works is, you want to catch up with these guys. You don't want to fall behind. At least I didn't want to fall behind. I know some people did in the class, but in my experience, I didn't want to fall behind with them, because there were some of them were working, faster than me and sometimes even better than me. And like, I'm like, no, I don't want this to happen. So just getting that experience was amazing, just awesome. Yeah, it was great. If you're doubting about joining the program, I'll say just take a leap of faith. I don't think you will regret it, especially if you're in a place where you feel like you haven't done enough, like I was. Definitely, I think you're gonna get a lot of it. I still feel like I'm still getting a lot of it. Going back and rereading a lot of the lessons that were given in class. I think the program is amazing, and the fact that I guess if you're a beginner or intermediate, even advanced. I mean, we had people that were advanced. There's no reason why you shouldn't give it a shot. The program is specifically for people that are hungry and like they want to make stuff. And I guess it's a true testament to like how bad do you want this? How bad do you want to be a part of it? And how fast do you want to learn? I was told before that with that money, I could have made, a couple more shorts. I feel like, again, going back to what I said earlier, the big thing about the program was the feedback. If I would have made those shorts, I wouldn't have gotten any feedback the way I did with Darius and the class. So definitely consider that. I mean, feedback comes a long way. Not everyone gets feedback from people that have actually experienced and know what they're doing. I'll say consider that. Definitely. What's next for me is I just wrapped this short that I've been working on for about 6 months. Festival submissions have started now, submitted to 4 festivals. I'm not going too crazy with them because, as I learned in class, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, but YouTube is a big platform that I'm willing to use as much as I can. I uploaded the after the fight video. I put up like a nice thumbnail, and it's been getting like fair amount of views. It was when I uploaded it, it had like what 10 views. Now it has like 340 something views. And then this other video, the routine video too, I did a thumbnail for it, which it's a close up of my mouth and it's bright and stuff, and it's just me brushing my teeth. And that has also gone up in views too. It has like 100 and something views right now. And when I uploaded it, it had like 20 views. It's like slowly snowballing into something, so you will see my film on YouTube at some point, and I plan to hopefully keep uploading and keep making stuff. I've surrounded myself with a great group of friends here, and yeah, we have projects lined up and writing more, a lot more writing for me, a lot more writing.